All right, someone's regretting taking a chance or risking something. Maybe feeling like you've acted the fool or you've done something foolish. And wanting to kind of erase that from your memory, from the fact that it ever happened. You definitely are coming through with regrets. 5 of Cups, emotional regrets here. I'm wishing, there's a vibe here of wanting to run away, the way she's like running and escaping whatever she's coming from. Because you have this disappointment, this sadness here. And I feel like, again, you may think that you've done something that was just stupid and you wish you could take it back. The 7 of Swords is also a card that in a way is looking to escape without anyone realizing that you're gone. Could be that dramatic, it doesn't have to be. You may be trying to sweep something under the rug, or someone is. Something that you want to pretend didn't happen, or hope that no one notices, is also coming through. The center card here is the Page of Swords, though, which is communication. This is also coming through as rumors for me because of this vibe where you don't want anyone to get any insight on either what you've been up to, what you've endured, or trying to hide something, and that could be someone else that you're dealing with as well. It could be rumors that are at the root of this. Communication from someone or several. On the love side, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the 8 of Swords. Some of you could be learning about someone, learning something quite important. That's enlightening here. For some, this is a situation that's basically back from the dead. We have zombies in the background. It's risen back from the dead, from your relationship, or even like your own issues that you've dealt with in love as a single person. Maybe somehow it's been resurrected due to another person that's come into the picture. And whether it's fears or not, I think it leans towards the fears because the 8 of Swords is the outcome. And it's like the impact of judgment, this awareness, leaves you feeling trapped, anxious, and stuck. Wondering what's in front of you, not being able to see what's in front of you. But it's kind of your own doing here with the 8 of Swords. Because you're afraid of a particular experience. Again, you're afraid of a repeat experience is what I'm getting with Judgment and the 8 of Swords. So let's get a clarification card for the Page of Swords. The 6 of Swords. You could hear information about someone coming, a trip, and this particular 6 of Swords is so intense that it feels like out of nowhere this information has come through. It almost feels a little bit towerish with the energy. And it's kind of like, what do I do with this information? Where do I go from here? There could be someone visiting or traveling around that you're looking to avoid as well. It could be as simple as that. General side. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This could, let's see. Well, it's possible the situation involves work or money here. Whatever you have these regrets towards, maybe you spent too much money and you kind of want to undo whatever you spent on because maybe it turned out to be a waste or a bad investment. Could be something that was purchased, something that's come in that's been a disappointment as well. You felt gypped. Three of Swords. Whatever this is, you want to discard it. Pretend it never happened. Return it. If it's an item, if it's something small or minor, you just like send it back. This is horrible. For some, this is just information, a delivery of something that has brought some unfavorable, unwelcomed news. You don't like it, you don't like what you're hearing, you feel sad, you kind of want to just run away for a bit and tell everyone you're not home because you don't want to deal with it. Love. Well, with love, even though you have that stress that's coming in. Your goal is to overcome it. So you're determined here to have success when it comes to love, to approach a topic, even if it's scary, and just deal with it if you have to, especially if it's a repeat with that judgment energy. The Queen of Pentacles. What can you find about the Queen of Pentacles? Okay. Queen of Pentacles is a strong character. She could be quite intense, have a lot of demands, and that's the type of energy that could also be you as well. Actually, like trying to persevere, remain patient, keep yourself together when this issue or situation comes back again and you have to deal with it. Or it could be a person that comes back. In which case, again, I think they're very intent. They have strong intention towards you. Let's see what I feel if you're single. Because if you're single, I know I had the vibes of something about possible connections, or just something about this week makes you feel something that you felt before, whether it's anxieties about whether or not you can be in a relationship, things of that nature, not necessarily that are associated with the particular person. It does appear as though you want someone who's stable, strong, can deal with you, very patient as well. And in that case, with the Six of Wands, you could be set out to find that type of person. Even though, again, you have those people. Why do you have the Eight of Swords? Sorry. You have the Eight of Swords because the Four of Cups. You're afraid of being alone, of being emotionally unsatisfied. In some cases, the person that you've encountered, maybe they have some attractive qualities, but not enough, because she's not interested. She's like, I'm not feeling it. And so you're afraid of not connecting on some level. And maybe you're afraid that if you don't have a particular connection, that you'll be like a single forever and you'll never be able to have a particular connection with someone. But I feel like the Six of Wands here is such a card where it's very intentional, and she's going to persevere. She's going to do and go for what she wants. Some of you, if you're single, maybe you have your eyes set on someone that you already know with Judgment here, looking to call them or chat with them, and you're afraid of being rejected. But the Six of Wands tells me that you're interested in going for it. Let me see. What do you see as the... I can't really say the overall outcome in love, but... how do you see the situation turning out in love, even though it's kind of the same thing? Five of Swords. It may not be the right time, you may not be ready, you may not have enough like faith in yourself to be able to kind of go through with something, especially if, for instance, you're approaching something and the fear of rejection is so strong. That may keep you at bay for the week. You may try another time. And then going back to couples, there's a possibility that, you know, you just have such strong anxiety that the person's not going to be there for you, or you don't have that connection anymore, that I think you're going to dodge it as best as you can, even if they're, again, very intent on connecting with you. You're pretty set on what you want. Six of Wands, there's confidence there. You know what you want. And that's it. Center card is the Two of Pentacles. So you may be juggling quite a bit, trying to balance it all out. This could be several jobs, several projects, or just home, work life, romantic life, balancing it all as she is doing. Now, she's actually has a smile on her face, so it more than likely isn't too much trouble for your end, which is nice, but kind of indicating a busy week overall for you guys. General side, we have the Son of Wands with the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Some of you may have that like spark or desire to travel or to just like get something in motion here. The Eight of Wands has an airplane visibly in the card, so it could be that you're fantasizing about when you're going to take a trip. If you've already signed up for one, or just like, what do you call it, planned it out. Maybe you're just fantasizing about when the time will come, or it's on your mind. Getting away could be on your mind and exciting you as well, but nothing is really firm yet. with the energy of the Seven of Cups. It's more of a fantasy for the time being, and it could just be a thought, and definitely have a lot of feelings geared towards those thoughts, but nothing solid yet. Otherwise, there's the indication of lots of communication, lots and lots of communication coming your way, and you may not know how to absorb it all. I don't see it negative because this Seven of Cups has a pleasant reaction on her face, and she's just like wondering, well, what can she do with this info in a positive way? So you're more than likely doing that as well with all the information or all these messages that are coming your way. It doesn't really indicate what the message is about, but there's a lot of activity. That much is certain. Now, on the love side, we have the Six of Cups and the King of Cups and strength. And this particular strength feels very sexual to me and very passionate. And you may encounter not only that emotional connection here with this King of Cups, who is more than likely being very open and charming, maybe even too charming, too suave for you. But this character could be coming in, and there could be quite a bit of chemistry with this strength card, just because of the energy in this card. The orange, the red, the way she's writing him. So just saying, there's a possibility of having that passion with someone, hopefully, if you want that sort of thing. If you're single and looking, or even if you're not looking, there's a possibility of connecting with someone that you've known already. It might not have been like a previous long-term connection. It could just be someone that you know, maybe even an old friend that somehow you haven't seen them in a while. They come back around and the connection is quite intense. Again, this guy though feels like he has stories to tell. Anything to woo you over is coming through with this energy. And you may go with it. This strength card feels like it's going with that flow. So let's see. Two of Pentacles. High Priestess wanted to fall out. You may be trying to follow your intuition as best as you can this week overall. Three of Pentacles. You're definitely juggling work, money, maybe even studying as well on the side and trying to keep it all in balance. This is also about finding the right mix, because the way she's kind of putting this mysterious concoction together, she more than likely has planned out the right ingredients, as could be what you're doing. Making sure you have the right mix on your end to make something that you want. Otherwise, again, balancing work and home life, work and love life, studying as well. Graduation is indicated here with these two because she has that hat on and the world represents, a new cycle, which could be a graduation for you. And so you're doing all that you can by juggling so much in order to progress to the next stage for yourself, to get to that point where you don't have to juggle as much. All right, general side. Hanged Man. So nothing is happening quite yet. You may need more time to really think about what it is you want, what's the best option for yourself with that Seven of Cups. Now, in some cases, this Hanged Man is actually in a resting place. This is a nice, serene location. Looks like a beach with calm water, and you could just be fantasizing about being suspended, not actually being in this position, but having a timeout and not having a worry, just kind of letting things be out of your control. You could be fantasizing about that feeling. And that could be something, again, that you're trying to plan out, some sort of vacation time where you don't have to deal with the stresses of the day-to-day. Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands could be some sort of formal information coming your way, like a message from a business or a business trip as well, just because this image in that damn plane. So this could be a business trip. This card is actually labeled religion, even though I associate it with the Hierophant. And it could also be traveling for studies, education, things of that nature, or wanting to expand your horizons, learn about different cultures. as well. You could be having a lot of discussions as well surrounding religion or things that are close to that, traditional values. I'm so tired of it. I think this card has come out as a clarifier for everybody. I'm so tired of this card. Anyway, she's very happy, and for you, that's what I noticed. I noticed her face and how content she is by the end of the week. Like something ends up feeling fulfilling, and it could be that the Seven of Cups, you do end up having clarity towards the end of the week. You make some sort of decision, maybe for the following weeks, and you're happy with those choices. You feel confident in them. You know what you want to put your time into. And if you need to respond to anything here that's very important with all these communication cards, you know what to say with the Daughter of Pentacles. Love. King of Swords. Well, someone's being quite the romantic is what's coming through, single or coupled. And then you have the King of Swords, who is not a romantic at all. And that could, maybe on some level, you're trying to like capture the energy of the King of Swords, trying not to get sucked into something here, especially if it's a past reconnection that you want to just calm your feelings down and not get overly attached. You could be conjuring up this energy. Now, in some cases, this person that you're dealing with could have multiple personalities or feel that way. Like they could be incredibly charming when they want something, and then easily turn to the more icy King of Swords. Six of Cups. The Empress. Well, this situation actually makes you feel good to remember. These are good memories. These are something that you're willing to relive because of how you felt, and maybe you think that it's worth a second shot for some of you guys. Others that have no connection to the past and that's just not coming up for you, you know that, you're certain. There's a possibility of revisiting an old location or something that, a place that you'd really like to be. Maybe it was a childhood location that somehow ties into a romantic connection. And someone makes you feel like very feminine, very womanly, if you're a female. More strongly feminine energy, the Queen of Pentacles. There's motherhood as well indicated here as a possibility, even more so with these children here. And this Queen of Pentacles has a kid attached to her. This is the Empress, which is more often than not pictured as pregnant already. So that could be something of discussion, something that's occurred to you already and coming into reality. This could be someone that's coming back into your life, as I already said, in which case maybe you've had a long-term committed relationship with them, or there's somehow, they could be like the mother of your children. Maybe there was a separation, or you guys decide to reconnect. Let's get one overall. It's interesting. There's like 2 females and 2 males energies. A fair exchange is actually coming to mind with this card. Is somehow related to love, which is weird. Some of you are considering giving an old relationship a fair shot with the Six of Pentacles, deciding to put the energy and time back into it. You're erring on the side of caution with the Nine of Wands. What about the King of Cups? What can you tell me about the King of Cups? King of Cups has it out for you, more than likely. Like they're arrow is directed towards you. It's red. It could be an arrow of love. Again, that red cup as well, very intense. So looking towards you, definitely communicating and being very open. Like very direct with what that person wants. And that could be you. That could be you being that way towards someone else. Most likely someone that you miss, that you have fond memories of, or them you with the Four of Cups energy. And the King of Swords. The King of Swords, I think, is another aspect to that King of Cups, where outside of the charmer, you also have someone who is appearing to be very serious about you, wanting to commit, wanting to connect, make things permanent, the Son of Pentacles. And it's just like, listen, I'm for real, all right? I know you may not believe me, but I am for real. And I bring this gift for you to somehow prove that. Maybe that's something that they're doing as well. Or like long talks could also be happening here. Being very expressive, either you or them.